The National Electrical Code, specifically Article 404.9 Bone, addresses the requirements for electrical equipment installed in bathrooms. This section focuses on ensuring electrical safety in areas prone to moisture, such as those within 6 feet of a bathtub or shower. The primary requirement outlined in Article 404.9 Bone is that any electrical equipment installed within this zone must be specifically listed for use in wet locations. This listing, often provided by organizations like Underwriters Laboratories, or all, indicates that the equipment has been tested and certified to operate safely in damp or wet environments, reducing the risk of electrical shock or other hazards. However, there's an important exception to this rule. The NEC states that the requirement for wet location listing does not apply to electrical equipment that operates at less than 30 volts. This exemption recognizes that low-voltage systems pose a significantly lower risk of electrical shock compared to higher-voltage systems. Consequently, the code allows for the use of unlisted equipment in wet locations, provided that the operating voltage remains below the 30 volts threshold. The rationale behind this exemption lies in the reduced potential for electrical current to cause harm at lower voltages. While high-voltage electricity can easily overcome the body's resistance and cause severe injury or death, low-voltage electricity is less likely to do so. Therefore, the NEC considers the risk associated with low-voltage equipment in wet locations to be acceptably low, justifying the exemption from the wet location listing requirement. It is crucial to understand that this exemption is specifically limited to the electrical safety aspects of the equipment. It does not exempt the equipment from any other applicable codes or regulations. For example, building codes may impose requirements related to the structural integrity of the installation, while plumbing codes may govern the materials and methods used for water supply and drainage connections. Therefore, even if a valve operates at less than 30 volts and is exempt from the wet location listing requirement under the NEC, it must still comply with all other applicable building and plumbing codes. To ensure full compliance with all relevant codes and regulations, it is always recommended to consult with qualified professionals before installing any electrical or plumbing equipment in a bathroom. A licensed electrician can provide guidance on electrical safety requirements and ensure that the installation meets all applicable NEC standards. Similarly, a qualified plumbing professional can ensure that the plumbing aspects of the installation comply with all relevant plumbing codes. Consulting with both an electrician and a plumber can help to avoid costly mistakes and ensure that the installation is safe, reliable, and fully compliant with all applicable regulations. In summary, while the NEC provides an exemption from the wet location listing requirement for electrical equipment operating at less than 30 volts, it is essential to consider all other applicable codes and regulations and to consult with qualified professionals to ensure full compliance. This approach will help to ensure the safety and reliability of the installation and to avoid potential code violations.